Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. Today we'll be making some chicken tomato stew. This stew is very versatile and one of the popular ones we have in Ghana. You can eat it with anything and everything, and this one I made turned out really good. So let me show you how I make my tomato stew. I'm going to kick this off by prepping some onions, ginger and garlic. I'm going to cut them into big chunks, just enough for my blender to go through. I'm going to transfer that into my blender. I'll then also add some Serrano peppers and some black peppercorns as well as cloves. I'll also add just a little bit of water to get this blender going. So once I blend that up, I'm going to use a part of this mixture for steaming my chicken, and I'll reserve a little bit for making my stew. So I'll be using some curry powder, some cumin, bay leaves, salt, maggi, bouillon cube, and some chicken seasoning powder for spicing up my chicken. Then I'll mix that up just a little bit and cover it up and let it get cooking. I'm now going to cut this onion into big chunks, and I'll be using this later on in the video, just about the end when the stew is about ready. And this is just the other half of the large onion left that I had used earlier for making the marinade for the chicken. And now I'll thinly slice one medium-sized onion for starting my stew. I will also be cutting out this carrot into slightly big chunks, and I will be incorporating it at the end of the video when I'm almost done with the stew. I just love the color it brings to every meal, and they are nutritious, so why not? I love seeing vegetables in my food. And next I'm just going to cut these tomatoes into quarters, and I'm going to blend that up. I'm also going to be using this large red bell pepper because I've had it sit in the fridge for a while, and I just couldn't resist. I had to use it for this too. So there it goes. I'm going to go ahead and blend this. I don't add any water to this part because the tomatoes are really juicy, and we'll get the job done. And the chicken is ready, so I'm just going to get some oil going, heat that up, and start frying my chicken. Oh, just look at that chicken, it's so fine, sitting in the oil, doing its thing. Oh yeah, this is gonna taste so good. You can just tell by looking at it. So I keep a close eye on this chicken. I don't want it to burn, it's just too fine to get burnt. And now I turn it and let the other side fry till it's all browned up, like golden brown. Can you see that? We can now go ahead and dive into making our almighty tomato stew. So to a large pan, I'll be adding some onions and some aniseed and rosemary. This is just to get the best flavor out of these herbs, so I'm going to fry them a little bit to do that. I will also be adding some curry powder, and I'm going to mix that up and fry it till my onions look translucent. And this is the same oil I use for frying my chicken. That just brings out the best flavor. And now I'll go ahead and add some few tablespoons of tomato paste. I will let this fry for quite a bit in the oil just to get rid of that sour taste that the tomato paste usually comes with. I'll then go in with my pepper mix, and this is just what's remaining from what I used for steaming my chicken, and I just try to get rid of some of the juices because we are frying this and we are also trying to get rid of any water, or should I say moisture. After letting this fry in the oil for a little bit, I will go in with my blended tomatoes. And then I'll mix. I just try to get everything well incorporated together. I'll add some chicken broth. This one is very thick and filled with flavor. This stew, it's going to be very good. So I'm going to cover this and just leave a little bit of room for any moisture to escape. And see, we are making progress. The oil is beginning to come to the top of the stew, and that means we are doing everything right. I will now be adding some white pepper, paprika, allspice, adobo seasoning, I will also be adding one more bouillon cube here and 2 bay leaves. And guys, I'm scraping all this back into the stew because that's a lot of flavor and good stuff hiding over there. I'm now going to add the carrots I cut up earlier and let that cook for about 5 minutes before I go in with my chicken and my onions. I do that because the carrots are a bit harder and I want to soften them up just a little bit. I'm going to allow this to cook for between 5 and 10 more minutes and this stew will be ready to be served. And then I add a bit of parsley flakes for garnishing purposes. I top that up with some eggs. And guys, just like that, this stew is ready. Abinchi yanuna zomuchi. And that just means food is ready, come let's eat. So you are all invited. But if you can't get here, I would indulge you to try this recipe and I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you did. Do leave your comments in the comment section. Find a list of all the ingredients in the description box below. Take care and see you in the next video.